What up, world? This is the Tankhead Moe Show, and I'm your host, Tankhead Moe. And boy, do we have a very special guest in the building. This brother here is a stand-up comedian hosting his own show called the Senyle Comedy Show. You seen him ripping the stages at Atlanta Comedy Theater, Uptown Comedy Club, and on platforms like Comedy Hype, Pierre Pop Your Shit, and the Keenan Present. You seen him make hilarious. He's a hilarious content creator, a respiratory therapist by day, and a proud Noop, Kappa Alpha Psi, 1911. Yay. This Tankhead family helped me welcome this brother with a warm welcome, and a very warm, blessed welcome.
Get it out.
Yeah. He's the one, the only, very talented Senyle.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, my brother, man. Appreciate it, man. Look, I was gonna have to pull your cord in the back there. You got man. Wind them back up.
Man.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, but that was good, man. You got all that. I was like, dang, boy, I feeling welcome. Boy, I feel like I was on Club Shay Shay for a second, man. Shoot.
Man, I thank you for accepting the invitation.
Oh yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Man. So I've been trying to, get you on for a minute.
Yeah, man. Life just be lifing, man. So,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that I can make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Better late than never, but we here. And
That's
I appreciate
right,
the
man.
opportunity, man.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes,
For
sir,
sure.
man. Yeah, man, as a stand-up comedian, man, kind of let the people know, how you got started in the comedy, man.
How I got started in the comedy, man. What's crazy is I had just graduated from college, and I was like, man, either I'm going to go ahead and go to grad school, or I'm going to do something else. I felt like I had got a degree or whatever, and I was doing good, working in my field, blessed to do that.
Right.
But funny story, man, I was drunk on the way to a frat party in Montgomery, Alabama, me and my LBs, and I was just, I just found myself pondering in the back seat, and I was like, man, you know what? I was like, I don't want to do school no more. I said, I done did school, you know what I'm saying? I've always, had a gift for making people laugh. I just had to learn how to use it.
Right.
People are always laughing, whether it be at me or with me. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
It's always kind of been there. And so I just kind of told myself, you know what? We're going to do this, man. We're gonna give it a shot. We're going to see what I can do.
Right.
And get in the way
Right.
real quick. So,
Right.
yep.
Okay, man. So it's like you live two lives. Like
I do. I put the scrubs on, then they put the Senile signal up.
Hey, man, that's a blessing, like you said, a respiratory therapist by day and a comedian by night.
Yeah, man.
Which job stresses you out more and why?
That's a good question. Hey, honestly, I want to say they both stress me out evenly. You know what I'm saying? They just stress me out in different ways. You know what I'm saying? I think, obviously when you're working with respiratory therapy, you're dealing with people's lives and, you know what I'm saying, their health and their breathing. And, that's, stressful within itself.
Right.
And then on top of that, I work with kids at work.
Right.
So, that's a whole different layer. But then comedy, you know what I'm saying? I feel as if it's a stress, but it's like a relief valve almost.
Right.
It give me something, you know what I'm saying, a way to break away, you know what I'm saying, something to maybe, talk about within guidelines, talk about maybe something that funny that happened at work.
Right.
Or something that I can relate to that I saw, just I don't know, it's just a different kind of stress if that makes sense.
Right.
It's a certain kind of adrenaline you do when you doing an operation at work, and then it's a different kind of adrenaline when you trying to get on stage and pull an emotion from people. You know what I'm saying? So I think they both probably stress me out the same. Probably respiratory a little bit more. I ain't gonna lie, respiratory a little bit more.
Yeah.
Definitely when you're dealing with parents too. You know what I'm saying? On top of that. So
right.
Yeah.
And you still, even though it's respiratory therapist, you dealing with lives like you saying, and it's like you still dependent on and somebody like you up front.
Yeah.
Just like comedy, you up front.
Up front.
So it kind of prepare you for both ends.
It actually weirdly does. Like, because a lot of people always ask me, like, when I was doing my weekly show, they was like, how you work? You work 12 hours, do you go do that? You don't be burnt out? You don't be stressed out? And I'd be like, I mean, yeah, you be like physically tired, but then it's a new fire that ignites in your belly when you going to do a new, a show.
Right.
Because you're doing something different. It's like, whew, I done did work. Shoot, now I'm about to just, you know what I'm saying, let that chuck out on stage, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of use it as fuel, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, yeah.
And you got the best of both worlds, though, man, because you can save lives, and also you can bring comedy into that. And I know you said, you have to be careful because you do have HIPAA and stuff like that, but you can, as a comedian working in that field, you still can do encouragement, and when they down, it can go both ways. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's funny you say that. I think as of late, I've started taking a pride with doing that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, be jovial at work,
right?
Or try to shed some light, because it's work. It's a lot of what I'm saying, sad shit going on, you know what I'm saying, out there at the job, at a hospital. So, I think I take lean with that and try to use what I know, and, with being funny and just being lighthearted, and just, trying to spread some kind of positivity, at work. That's when I'm not locked in, because sometimes I be locked in on my own stuff and I ain't got time to be spreading that. But when I got the time and I'm, I didn't handle my business at work, I try to, do that. And it's funny you say that, because as of late, I have been taking that, approach at work. So,
yeah. And I think you should, as a father that had a daughter that's, shout out to Tuskegee,
represent Alabama.
That was born in the hospital. And I have much respect for people that work in the hospital field and all they do in the lives that y'all save each and every day.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to have someone like you that's a comedian that can go out, because like you say, people don't understand when people's life on the line and going through that, and every now and then you need a good laugh.
Man, dark humor, you'll be surprised. The dark humor that, just portrays, like, it's crazy. You need a good laugh. Like, when things is going on like that, because it ain't, every day don't end, in a good way.
Right.
And, it's kind of amazing that, I'm able to, like, just tap into a different, sector of my brain to unleash, like, the funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see a motherfucker, like, bleeding out, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna think about what's funny then?
Right.
That'd be that's what I do, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Right.
You got a lot of stories. So, all right, so you're a Noop, right? Does Kappa Alpha Psi influence your confidence on stage?
Yes, sir. I think it does. The number one thing, or the thing that we go by in Kappa Alpha Psi, is achievement in every field of human endeavor. So, that simply means, in a nutshell, whatever it is that you're doing it to the best of your ability, and you're doing it better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to aspire to be. You know what I'm saying? Every time I step on the stage, every time I clock in at work, we wanna shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally the motto that we go by with the frat. So I think, tapping in that in the back of my mind, I use that, when I get on stage. I can be somewhat of a quiet individual, but I'm very confident in my abilities, you know what I'm saying, to deliver laughs, on stage. So absolutely, I definitely use that. So.
Right.
Sir.
Like,
shout out to the Noops, man.
Shout out to him, even though I messed the name up. Don't get me now.
Hey, it wasn't me, bros. It wasn't me, bro. Don't
was
come
Tankhead. They call him Tankhead.
Tankhead Moe did it.
Yeah. Much respect, man.
Yeah,
like,
you good.
What's one joke is funny, but just doesn't hit online?
Hit online. in regards to like, let me see, hit online. And you kind of caught me with that one. A joke that's funny that don't hit online, like a joke that you can't really say on the internet.
Right. Yeah.
Damn, a joke that you can't really, it don't hit online. Usually, I think. Oh, a joke that I know is funny. Yeah. Oh, I know it. So I want to clarify, like, it's a joke that you really, it's kind of like you ain't supposed to say, because I got like a joke right now that just come to my head. Like, everybody know this like my little, it's like my little, this my, I always say it, but I never use it. I never use it because I know it's kind of like disrespectful, but, so I don't know, let me ask you the first part and see, what do you call a white man with a lot of money?
Wealthy?
Oh, you ain't never heard it before? No? Okay. You call a white man with a lot of money a cracker with cheese.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't know if you can say that. I mean, I don't know if you're going to keep that. A joke that don't hit online. Dang, I don't really know. A joke that's funny that don't hit online.
We all right, like, I can, like, say for instance, you know how you can like just tell a joke somewhere, like you can just tell a joke and you can go to the club, tell a joke and it hit, but you can go do it online,
like
and
on
people
on the internet.
Yeah, on the internet, and you get different feedback or something like that. But
let me see. I can do it. Dang, I don't know, man. A joke that don't hit online. Might have to pause the camera while I think for a second.
We can do this. Do you think comedy has gotten too sensitive, or comedians are just lazy now?
I don't think comedy's gotten too sensitive. At least with the heavy hitters, I see the trolling that going online, and I for one, I support that, like the joning and janking and the, what I'm saying, roasting. I for one, I like it. We probably don't see it, I guess as much as we should, but we definitely, I still think it's still an edge out there to comedy, which is good. And I don't think it's gotten lazy. I feel like it's just a different way to work these days. It's like, back in the day, it was, word of mouth and, going to comedy clubs and spreading the word like that. But now we have the internet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess you can consider that maybe a cheat code, social media. But, money is still out there to be made, and, people are putting in work. They're just going about it, differently. Like, you got the streaming thing now. It's comedians that stream. I just think it's different. Like, I think it's just more open. People are putting their life out more in front of the camera.
Right. I think, me personally, I think some of the intimacy left.
Oh yeah,
and,
for sure.
And it used to be more intimate because you put in more lead work. I remember growing up when I used to see the cats walking down the street with a pocket full of tickets. Hey, I'm having this comedy show. And and they give you tickets, and that made you want to come just for that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you ain't. I say only person I know doing that right now is J. Cole, selling his CDs out his trunk. You know what I'm saying, driving around the country. But he's doing it so nostalgic. It's actually like something like almost new to the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, you don't see that a lot at all anymore. So it's interesting you said that.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to quit comedy?
Shit, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's been times, and if anybody say that they haven't, man, they cap. Yeah. Like that doubt, always, what I'm saying, sneaks up into the back of your mind. But it's at that moment, what you do with that? Right. What you do with that doubt? I always say you don't really become a comedian either until you bomb anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, that first time, that I bomb, I'm like, nah, I'm good. But then you realize, you get off stage after you pick your face up.
Yep. I'm
like,
still here.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just did. And then you take a certain, pride with that because you like, I just did something that half of these motherfuckers in here won't do anyway.
Right.
So, there are times that I've, definitely, thought I was in and out maybe like the first 3 years of me doing comedy. Started stopping. I said, I'm finna do something else, get to this money a different way. But, that passion just always, brought me back.
Right.
So I'm glad that my determination was bigger than my doubt.
Right.
So
and it don't like it make you feel good when you don't stop. Like we all do have them doubts. You be like, man, you start feeling a certain way, like you feel like you ain't where you think you supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's like this, when you life not gonna stop. So it's like when you go do it, you be like, man, I'm glad I went on to did this show.
Exactly.
And, yeah. So
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you just showing up, that's half the battle. You know what I'm saying? That's what people just, don't really, you show up, you already have better than, half the people that's out there. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So does real life trauma make comedy better?
Oh yeah, I think so. Because, I was thinking about this earlier. It's funny you asked that. People can, feel the fakeness, what I'm saying, from the stage. People can feel the ingenuineness. People can feel when you stealing jokes, what I'm saying? People,
Right.
that can be felt, like, what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
real life situations is what makes it funny. Comedy is, it's a painful thing, what I'm
Right.
saying? It's a thing where you take, you literally taking lemons and making lemonade with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, comedy is relatable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Relatability, So I feel like, just real life things that happen in your life, good, bad, ugly.
Right.
That's what you use, what I'm saying, as the basis for your jokes. So I definitely think real life trauma. If you can find something funny and make that, what I'm saying, into a laughing emotion, walking that tightrope, because that's what I feel like comedy is, walking that tightrope without falling. So real life trauma, absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes jokes hit way harder.
So is Atlanta comedy scene overrated or still the place to be?
You know what? I think it's the place to be.
Right.
I feel like it's a lot of comedians in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a lot, like, we almost looking like rapper numbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of comedians.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I just had a homeboy. He rapped, and he told me the other day, he was like, yeah, bro, people been telling me, man, I should think about starting doing comedy too. I was like, hey, bro, get out there. Like, it's a lot of comedians.
Okay. See, I'm glad you said what you just said when you said your homeboy say he thinking about being a comedian. And I noticed a lot of people jumping on that bandwagon, not understanding the art of stand-up.
Oh,
and what it take
a word, brother.
To
That's
start
right
stand-up, and the things you had to learn from learning how to write, learning how to do act-outs. And it's an art form, and that's what we can't allow people to just disrespect the art. Not saying your friend, but you, like, when you have people, I had somebody tell me, they was like, oh, I like this content creator. But I know the content creator is not a stand-up comedian. They call him a stand-up, and I said, no, that's different.
That is different. Yeah. That's different. I tell anybody, I will tell you, like, to your face, whatever, stand-up comedy, because there are different forms of comedy.
It's different forms, yeah.
Stand-up comedy is the absolute hardest art form.
Yes, sir.
Stand-up comedy is the hardest. I don't give a fuck. Like, no disrespect to no other art form, rapping, singing, dancing. They all got their own, top people. They all tough in their own right. But ain't none of that shit tougher than comedy. When I'm talking about like all those other things, there's something that you can ride off of, like whether it be your lyrics, the beat, the song, the artist. You know what I'm saying? When you get on the stage, it's just you.
Yes.
It's just you.
Yep.
And you are trying to pull this emotion from people just out of thin air, just off straight energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to make you laugh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only music I get is my, you know what I'm saying, come out music. After that, cut. What you gonna do now, nigga? They looking like
right. Complete silence.
What? And they ain't coming. Don't be at no black crowd. They ain't coming up off no giggles easily. You gonna have to get. You gotta hit them. You gotta hit them early.
Yeah.
It's the hardest art form, bro. Like, I tell anybody that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody.
Yeah. That's so true, man. And you know, like you say, the black crowd.
Oh, what? Oh, you got 30 seconds at the black crowd.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no, not. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's black rooms and white rooms. But when you at a more Caucasian based room, you know, they gonna you know, they gonna laugh and stuff. They gonna, you know, give you a couple of giggles. But at a urban, I say urban room. At an urban room, no. You got probably really that ain't even 30 seconds. You really got like 2 jokes. That first joke don't hit. That second joke don't hit. You're done.
But do you think we as comedians should get in the habit of educating the black culture on the art of stand-up?
I think so. You know, I think that would be good. I think the problem, you know what I'm saying, I guess, with that, it's got to be somebody, you know, willing to teach that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, in this day and age, everybody trying to, you know what I'm saying, get to the top. Like, nobody wants to teach, like, even the OGs, you know, those would be great. You know, people, I feel like anybody could teach. Once you know, been doing comedy a few years.
Right.
If that's your lane, if that's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it'll be good. It's just, I guess, it's just hard to find somebody that'll do that.
I feel like you can do it on the stage by sticking to what you do. And because you can be in certain places where they try to change your narrative. Like you can be doing a joke but they want to hear bitch this, bitch that, but that ain't your style. You be like, no, and you can be up there doing art forms, making sound, you know what I'm saying, doing the whole, and you can kind of teach them this is what stand-up is.
Yeah.
Stand-up ain't me standing in one place saying bitch this, bitch that, you know, because stuff that can prepare comedians for the big stage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because they'll you know, if they working on a bit or working the angle, you know what I'm saying, timing, you know, I get it though. Like some people, when they want to come to the stage or if it's a certain, you know, comedy venue, you know, they looking for that, you know, just cussing and fussing and, you know, nasty shit. But, you know, sometimes a comedian might not be, you know what I'm saying, on that, or it might not be they lane or they style, as you said.
Right.
So, yeah.
They had to respect it, and the audience have to. And I think, like the host, like you've been hosting for a while, and like I think a host can really help because a host control the room.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Like a host, hosting. I guess you could kind of vicariously teach people, you know what I'm saying, about the art, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, try to make people respect it, because some people just don't even respect it. Like, bro, my room, you been in my room before? Boy, I might as well just come in that bitch with boxing gloves on, bro. Like you know, niggas just don't be really on that. They ain't trying to hear that. They just want to, you know, hear the DJ spin, and they just want to get drunk, and take, you know, whatever they got with them home, and that just be that. And I'm trying to do a comedy show, and it can still be that, but you know, it's a certain level to it. Like, we just not like this is a whole different art form we doing right here. Right. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do something. I guess it's not that different. We're just trying to do something different, slightly different. You know what I'm saying? Still make it in a urban way like people like, but yeah, bro, like people respecting it. That is interesting. You said that, like, people gotta understand. You know, that's why one of the things I do now when I host a show, I'm like, hey, I need that energy, man. I need that laughing energy, man. It be dudes come in there, females come in there, just want to hit that hookah, just giving me the stank neck, and niggas like, you know what I'm saying, ready to goddamn beat ass. I be like, whoa, bro, like, put the muscles up, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to do something different, bro, and this is how we doing it. I mean, yeah, we where we at, but shit, you know, I just want people to just be open to the art, because it's a live ass art. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope art. Right. You know, stand up comedy.
I think. Do you think that's from misunderstanding? Because, like you said, the guys be out in there already angry. I think they still watching online content stuff, and trying to compare to, you know, stand up comedian.
Comparison is the devil, man. It's the devil's playground. Right. Comparing, like, if you just get on social media, man, it's good and bad. You know what I'm saying? And when people get on there and you see, you know, these big, you know what I'm saying, social media influencers or comedic influencers, you know, they think that's what it is. And I ain't, you know, that's no disrespect, but it's not stand up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not stand up. And, you know, people make it so big, those influencers, they make it so big to where they're packing out houses, and that's what people want to see. Right. Okay, so that goes back to the crowd. The crowd want to see, you know, whatever Drewski or, you know what I'm saying, Desi Banks do what they do, and, you know, that's cool. That's what they got. But I mean, that's not you know, stand up comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think, like, I think a lot of people have sold out for the money. They based everything off of who making the most money, so now you're funny because you're making money, like, on content creators.
Yeah.
So I look at that and they be like, oh, it's such and such, so he can be a stand-up comedian now because he's funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's how it go. Which I think that's why the main reason why I never, like, you know, intentionally lose the skill of stand up. Right. Don't get me wrong, I be trying to do the skits too, because that is, you know, where the notoriety and you know what I'm saying, how you get your exposure from. Right. But yeah, I never, like, just lose that aspect of stand up, because, like you said, it's, you know, people, influencers that do that online, and then, you know what I'm saying, they do it, and they hit it big and blow up, and then they go do stand-up. I know a few comedians, you know what I'm saying, that started doing stand-up, you know, after they blew up, which, I mean, you know, get it how you live. Right. But that's not the sheer form of the art form. That's not the sheer version of it. So, right, you know.
That, yeah, man, that's...
And they think, you know, like I said, the money, that's crazy. Everything is ruled with money, you know what I'm saying? Whoever making the most money, that's who, you know, really getting to it. But I feel like if you appreciate, you know, comedy, you know what I'm saying, there are some funny rich motherfuckers out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there's some broke funny motherfuckers out there too that ain't really making no money. But I feel like when you learn to appreciate, you know, the timing and what they saying, and, you know what I'm saying, the energy that they giving on a joke, you know, that goes back to, you know, I guess people like us, like, whenever we hit the stage, kind of like, you know, showing you through the craft, if that makes sense. Right. You know what I'm saying? And hope motherfuckers listen, because, you know, a lot of times niggas don't be listening. You know, don't nobody listen past 10 seconds, and don't nobody look. You know what I'm saying? Once you look at something, you scrolling. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody want to scroll. So
yeah, because it's got to be hard to do comedy, like, especially in bars and stuff like that. That's got to be because you got plates and glasses clacking together. Oh yeah, and like you say, people they ain't there to watch comedy. They there to drink and you know. Like,
and I slick, you know, was with the smoke when I was doing, you know, my show, and whenever I do, you know, shows at restaurants, because I use it as an opportunity to try to, you know, grab their attention. You know, I feel like it's two parts when it comes to comedy. It's, you know what I'm saying, the first part is getting them to shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's the first part. And once you got them quiet, I learned that quiet is good, because now they paying attention. Right. Now you can, you know what I'm saying, use that and hit them with your punchlines. You know, I used to be scared to hell of quiet. Everybody get quiet. I'm like, I'm trying to talk and, you know what I'm saying, break that silence. But when it's quiet, you know, I had to learn like, oh, this is, y'all listening now.
Right.
Okay. I ain't made y'all laugh yet, but at least y'all listening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The plates stop clanking and the cup stop moving. So, you know, it's two parts to it. That's one of the things I actually had to learn. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, something that people, you know, if they appreciated the art, you know what I'm saying, they would understand that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong, you have to earn that. Like, the comedians, you know, ain't nobody just going to listen. You got to earn that. But if that's known, you know, it kind of just makes it better. So,
and people tell you sometimes, because, and that was very important what you said, quiet don't mean you're doing bad. Because some people let you know, like, man, I wanted to hear more, man.
Yeah.
Like, you funny, but you had me.
Yeah, you had me engaged.
Yeah. Because I've heard that from people. You be like, because at first you be like, dang, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I do it. And you be like, no, man, that was good.
Yeah.
You had me engaged. I wanted more. So that's so true. But we're taught that you got to get that laugh. And that's not always true. Yeah. You know, so so it's about being engaging.
Yeah.
Once you get the people engaged, then that's when you got them. Yeah. Yeah, so that's yeah. So that's good, man. Like you was talking about, you about to start hosting a new spot, man.
Yeah, so I got me and my boy Jay Hill. Me and him, we got a open mic that we're gonna start doing. Right now, I think we're gonna start, you know, maybe like a monthly thing. We're gonna see how it goes. It's real fluid right now, but the first show is gonna be 2/26/26, February 26, 2026. Got to plug that in next Thursday. We're gonna be at a spot called Fun Toppers. It's in downtown Hateville, man. Y'all look it up, man. Fun Toppers. You know, you can look it up on my page. I'm sure my boy Tankhead Moe gonna tag me, but it's Fun Toppers. I need, you know, Tankhead Moe to pull up, you know what I'm saying, do some time. But
I'm pulling up.
It's gonna be the back of the bus comedy open mic, man. We delivering laughs just like the back of the bus. If you rode the bus, if you went to public school, you know what it's like back there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never get back to like my 7th, 8th grade year. But I know what it's like on the back of that bus, man. For sure.
Yeah, I only know what it's like in that station wagon.
Oh, you was the car ride. Oh,
yeah. The station.
You used to see that bus rock. You know, as you walking past, you're like, they going crazy on there, throwing paper and everything. Yeah, man.
Has being a noob ever helped you get booked?
Oh, man.
Or hurt you?
That's a good question. And you know what? I probably, you know what? It has helped me. I take that back. I was just about to say, man, shout out to my man LeVar. Man, LeVar, he's a noob as well. LeVar Walker.
Yeah, LeVar Walker.
Yeah, LeVar
I got
Walker.
a story about LeVar Walker.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
I bet you do. I got a few of them. About LeVar, man. LeVar, hey, he 100 though, man. He one of them ones, man. He one of them ones. And, you know, we kind of bonded because he did healthcare as well. Like, he did pharmacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now he doing stand-up. But he a noob and took me my first shows like out of town, you know, paid, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
Just really you know what I'm saying, got me that exposure. You know, we went to where did we go? Baltimore. And I also did Birmingham, Alabama with them. So it's funny at Birmingham though, they had us in the little they had, you know, you ever been to the Stardome? I don't know if you've been to Stardome.
Not yet. Yeah, I'm gonna go though.
So they Stardome, man, they got two like parts. They got like a big arena, but then they got like a little small, like little cubby, like the size of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking we in the big arena because I seen Stardome big as fuck. I go there, everybody who I'm telling, like, they think we in the big arena, but it's a whole nother show going on. Like, it's another comedian got the whole big side. Like my mama and everything that went to the big side. She like, oh, it's a lot of people here to see you. I said, what? A lot of people? Where you at? We in the Stardome. We see what's the name on stage? I can't remember who it was. Who was on stage, man. It was somebody, dang, I cannot remember his name. I don't know, but we was in the small part. It was just funny. Like my mama, she didn't miss the whole show because I'm in the little cubby hole part. Yeah. Like I ain't made it to the big shit yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Got levels to it.
Yeah, it's level. We definitely on got there level 1. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to LeVar, man. Like he definitely gave me some exposure, man.
Right.
So yeah, it actually did help.
Yeah, I met LeVar at Uptown.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not Uptown, Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Comedy Theater.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was doing a show there, but I knew of LeVar because of my doctor. They went to school together.
Oh.
And he was like, Tank, I know you do comedy, right? I was like, yeah. And before I can get my word, but you know LeVar, but he loved LeVar.
LeVar Walker, yeah,
man,
LeVar.
Yeah, LeVar funny.
Stamp.
He's
yeah,
hilarious,
stamp,
man. Yeah. LeVar hilarious. I always been a fan of LeVar, but it was just funny. I went to talk about, but LeVar, you know, you meet LeVar, man. But man, I got a good Dr. Matthew, and when I met LeVar, and before I can get it out, he like, yeah, Dr. Matthew, you know.
Yeah. He
like,
already knew you. You sound just like him, man.
Yeah, I know.
I closed my eyes. I thought that was you over there for a second, man.
but yeah, man. But yeah, LeVar is hilarious, man. That's one thing I can say. And he was cool, man. Like real cool brother, man.
Yeah.
So I get much respect to LeVar Walker, man.
Oh yeah, cool for sure.
Yeah.
I have to get him on one of these things, man.
Yeah, man. I love to have him on, man. Yeah.
I definitely, let him know,
Oh man, I love to have LeVar on, man. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. All right, man. So like we had fun chopping it up, man. But this is the part of the show. This is called the Tankhead Hot Seat.
Tankhead Hot Seat.
Tankhead Hot Seat.
Boy, y'all feel that? I'm sweating. Niggas sweat easily, boy. Sweat easily.
Oh man. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Worst crowd you ever performed for, and where and why?
Ooh, easy. Never forget this. Cause I had my boy come, my homie showed up, my brother came, a little chick I was talking to, she came. Luckily she didn't see it, but I was at the time, I did a show at Miles College. Miles College. Actually my first time seeing Detroit Reed and Brandon Mills. They both, legit got skin in the game. Detroit Reed was hosting, Detroit Reed killing it. But they ripping everybody. Like at Miles College, like they don't, like I told you, two jokes, and I'm over there trying to do these jokes that I done wrote down, you know what I'm saying? They just talking over that shit. I think I said like one joke, I was like, man, shout out to Mobile, Alabama. They were like, yeah. So I like, okay, they fucking with it. And I started going into like, you know what I'm saying? I got this little Jesus bit joke. They ain't want to hear that, you know what I'm saying? Black women with Jesus, they ain't want to hear that. Man, I'm talking about 20 seconds in, cut the music on. Had me get off that motherfucker. Like, so Miles College, that's when I knew I was like, oh yeah, I ain't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Not yet, but I like to go back to Miles 9. You know what I'm saying? Try my luck. Yes, sir, for sure.
Hardest thing about being a noob.
Hardest thing about being a noob. Shit, man, trying to keep all these hoes. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Hardest thing about being a noob, it's the you gotta walk in the face of fear. Like you almost gotta want to smoke. You know what I'm saying? And if you built for it, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's, it becomes, way easier. But I guess it's just that spotlight, you know what I'm saying, that comes with being in, you know what I'm saying, a fraternity. That's what if I have to clarify, that spotlight that comes with being in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be ready to be, you know what I'm saying, on your best dressed, spoken behavior every day, you know what I'm saying? So, and, sometimes, you might not just won't feel like, you might not just give a damn, but, you're new, so you got to, you know what I'm saying,
right,
pick the part, you know what I'm saying? You chose, this is a lifetime thing.
Right.
So, hey.
I always seen noops like that, like a player type, like the little smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's about right.
Yeah. That's what I would say. Like, one joke you regret telling.
One joke I regret telling. So I got this joke. About my dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want me to tell the joke, but yeah, okay. So yeah, it's this joke, with my dad. I actually did it a few times because it was like, it was a hit. But you know, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't say it. But the joke is, you know, shout out to, you know, the fathers in here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, they be like, hey. And I always be like, if anybody ever seen my dad, y'all let him know that I'm doing stand-up comedy now. Yeah, and then they'd be like, oh, that's, some of them like that, somebody might laugh, but then I'll be like, you know, it's been like, you know, 30 years playing hide and go seek, and I ain't found this nigga since, you know what I'm saying? So they, you know, but I mean, you know, it's a joke. I guess I regret saying it, you know, now that my dad is, you know, deceased and whatnot. But at the time, you know, it was funny, you know, just trying to get them laughter. So,
Have you ever lied to get booked?
lied to get booked. I guess maybe like boosting my Instagram followers or some shit like that. Like, oh yeah, I got this going on. So, yeah, definitely lied to get booked. You know what I'm saying? Lied about my age, saying that I was, you know, younger than what I was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, shit, it didn't matter. It still ain't work out in my favor. So shit.
One frat you respect the most beside Kappa?
Hello. Nah, I'm just playing. Come again. One frat that I respect the most. You hell for that. I respect all the frats, but if I had to just pick one that I respect more, I feel like Omega Psi Phi, the Q dogs. We kind of the same, but we opposite. You know what I'm saying? In regards to how we are like portrayed. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, us, you know, the Smooth Brothers or whatever, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do. And then you got like these savage, you know what I'm saying, dog niggas or whatever. But we like always, I'm cool with a lot of Qs. Like, you know what I'm saying? We run together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the youngins doing it now. I don't know if they cool with the Qs or not, but me coming up, I'm cool with a lot of Qs though. So bro, I say them.
Would you ever roast a Kappa on stage?
Roast a Kappa? Hell yeah. Absolutely. I mean, ain't nothing niggas. Especially ain't nothing. I ain't against that now. For sure.
If you offend the frat, would you apologize or stand on it?
If I offend the frat, I apologize. You know, I definitely apologize. I don't you know, like I told you, I ain't trying to have the, you know what I'm saying, frat come on me, especially if, you know, if I fucked up and said something, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to goddamn correct you whenever you was talking about it. I like, yeah, nah, I ain't with that. So yeah, I definitely apologize. Yeah.
Like, have a woman ever made you change a joke mid-set?
A woman?
Yeah, ever made you change your joke mid-set?
Nah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Nah, hell nah. Yeah, nah, they ain't never let me change my set. It's funny, I got an answer to your question that you asked me earlier too. Now I thought about a joke, but I'm with you though. Are you ready for it? Mm-hmm. The joke where you was like online, where you was like, what you said was funny.
Yeah, online. Have you ever told a joke but it wasn't funny online?
It wasn't funny online. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I did a joke. I was like, hey kids. Ladies. I was like, it was around Christmas time. I was like, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Your kids, I was like, ladies, let your kids, when Christmas time come, Christmas day come, let your kids believe in Santa. Because you believe in that man. Yeah, you do. Let them kids believe in Santa, man. You believe in that man, bro.
Right. All right, man. That complete the Tankhead hot seat. But before we get out of here, like, let the people know where they can find you, social media shows, anything you got coming up.
Okay. Yeah, man. You can find me on all platforms. Senyle is underscore spelled SENYLE. Basically Senyle with a Y instead of an I. Senyle. SENYLE. You can find me there on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, or is it X? Whatever. X. I might give me a little Thread account. I'm going to do Threads, man. You got Threads yet? You got Thread account?
Yeah.
Oh, you got Thread? I got to get on that Thread. But, yeah, you can find me Senyle, Senyle. That's TikTok, Instagram, Black Planet, you know what I'm saying? Cash App preferably. You can hit me up on there too, you know what I'm saying? Senyle, same handle, Apple Pay, all that. Things I got going on coming up. I got my comedy show, Back of the Bus, comedy open mic. Once in a lifetime, once in a day, man. You ain't gonna never see this day again. 2/26/26. Thursday, February 26, 2026, me and my boy Jay Hill, we're going to be in downtown Hapeville at Fun Toppers. If you can't spell Fun Toppers, then you don't need to be listening to this show. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to spell it for you anyway because I really want y'all to be there. FUNTAPAS, Fun Toppers, Kitchen and Bar. We're going to be down there with all the Spanish and Latin Americans. You know what I'm saying? No ice allowed, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But Fun Toppers, 2/26/26. That's what we got going on. Me and my boy Jay Hill. Like I said, you know, I'm Senyle, man.
Yeah. People get out and support Senyle. Very funny brother on stage. Don't let the cool, laid back calmness fool you. But
Appreciate it.
Yeah, support this brother, man. I've seen him rock the stage. He's very funny, and like he said, he got a show coming up next Thursday. So get out, support this brother. And like I said, it's about the truth, the jokes, the Tankhead way. Peace. If you like this episode, please comment, like, share, and subscribe.